After repurchasing an under eye concealer because I loved it so much, I knew it was time to do this video because that's a product I'm extremely picky about. So today I'm taking you through some products I've recently used up and have either already repurchased or will be repurchasing very soon. Some of these I've repurchased multiple times because they're my most used and loved top tier products. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Amidst all the new beauty releases and viral products, I love watching videos like this myself and hearing people's standout tried and true favorites. So I figured you might enjoy this type of video too. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm starting with my current favorite brow pencil that, as far as I know, has the smallest tip out there. It launched and I fell in love with it, and when I ran out, I immediately bought another one. This is Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer. If you have sparse brows and need to mimic brow hair strokes as closely as possible, but you don't always want to take the time to use a brow pen because sometimes that takes a little bit of time, this is the next best thing, and it's quicker. It's not a waxy brow pencil where you have to use a lot of pressure either, but you have some flexibility. If you want to go a little bit sheer or a little darker, you can do that. It just gives nice, precise lines, which is what I like most of the time. There's also a built-in spoolie. It's smudge proof, waterproof, and it says it lasts up to 12 hours, but I have had my brows on for longer than 12 hours and they've stayed looking just like they did when I first applied them. As soon as I notice this is running low, I get a new one. Because it's so tiny, you want to make sure you don't twist it up too much because, you know, it's kind of delicate. They even have a little plastic shield here to help maintain the integrity of the pencil so it doesn't break as easily. I love this. I won't be without it, clearly. I have one upstairs at my filming table and I have one downstairs at my vanity where I get ready on a daily basis. I use other brow pencils too, but this is hands down my favorite. I'm in shade 3.5. I have no idea what happened to my lid of this tube of Tatcha the rice wash. And I know you might be tired of hearing me talk and rave about this, but there's a reason why I do. And a reason why I've gone through so many tubes, countless tubes of this, and why I might rotate other cleansers and use other cleansers, but why this does stay in my rotation. I mean, I squeezed every last bit I could get out of this tube. Nothing else is coming out of here. When I use this regularly, my skin stays so soft, balanced, and clear. There are really nice ingredients in here based on Japanese skincare to do all those things, plus comfort and soothe and plump and to help your skin look healthier and more radiant. And I love the texture. It's got this luxurious, creamy foam to it that's not too foamy, it's not too creamy, it's just enough, and it cleanses effectively without ever stripping my skin. They actually claim this is better for normal to dry skin. I have combination skin that's normal and can be dry around the perimeter, but the center of my face gets some shine and oil breakthrough, and this is perfect for my skin. I absolutely love it and clearly will never be without it. It's already in my Sephora cart waiting for me to place my next order. Other cleansers come and go, but this one stays in my life. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural is another consistently repurchased product by me. When I see mine is running low, I immediately repurchase another because I won't be without it. This is my favorite finishing powder, which is a key makeup product for anyone of any skin type, even mature skin. If you haven't seen my recent finishing powder video all about why you might want to use it, what it is, and some of my favorite finishing powders, I'll have it linked up here in the corner and down below in my description box, along with all the products I'm sharing today and what I'm wearing. And I'll have as many of those products linked through the YouTube shopping icons too, but they don't always have everything. So if you don't see something, check my description box below the title of the video. Just click the word more or show more and the description box will populate. So the reason why I like this is because it's a beautiful, slow baked sheer powder that has this multi-mineral complex, doesn't change the shade of my makeup that I've already applied. So you see some pigment there, but when I blend it out, that pigment sort of goes away. It didn't change the color of my hand, and it gives this soft, diffused finish without making my skin look shiny. It looks very natural, and if you happen to go overboard with contour or blush, whatever it is, it diffuses those imperfections and camouflages them. It also smooths pores. You can watch that finishing powder video to see everything that finishing powder can do for you, but this is my favorite finishing powder. You can also use this as a sheer powder on its own. I love it. I won't be without it. Again, this is another product where I'll rotate in others, but this is my favorite. I use shade Medium Plus for my light medium skin tone, and it's perfect. I dusted some on right before filming this segment with my double-ended IT Cosmetics brush, just so you could see what it can do for your skin midday as a touch-up powder even. I didn't really use it as a finishing powder or a blotting powder since my makeup's been on for several hours now, but it can camouflage worn-looking makeup too. It's just a nice, versatile powder that I refuse to be without. I have dry under eyes with texture and fine lines, and I'm very picky about my under eye products. Now, this is not the concealer I mentioned at the very beginning, but this is another under eye product that I have repurchased, which says a lot because I am so picky about what I put on my under eye area. This is my third Bobbi Brown Skin Color Corrector stick. I wear it in the shade Bisque, and the reason why this is my favorite is because not only is it hydrating and creamy and it blends out like a dream, but it looks natural and skin-like as you blend it out and doesn't look heavy or cakey under concealer. And it does such a great job of neutralizing the discoloration under my eyes. It also functions really nicely on its own if I'm having a lighter makeup day. A lot of under eye correctors and concealers can be very drying, if not immediately when you apply them, as they wear throughout the day. And this one just stays hydrating. There are beautiful ingredients in here to hydrate immediately and long term, and to depuff and provide anti-aging benefits, which I'm all for. It's lightweight, you can't feel it, and it's waterproof and sweatproof and humidity resistant, which is extremely handy in the environment I live in here in New Orleans. I thought this was going to be discontinued for a while because many of the shades were out of stock, but they restocked them, and as soon as this got down to this level, I went ahead and repurchased it because I refuse to be without it. For me to have used up an entire concealer is kind of a big deal. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Usually they end up going rancid before I can use them up because I use and test and rotate so many different concealers. And if one does go rancid or something, I usually have another concealer I like just as much that I can use in its place. But when I started running out of my Tower 28 Swipe All Over Hydrating Serum Concealer, you bet I replaced it. And the weird thing is that I don't think I've ever truly vocalized exactly how much I love and use this on a daily basis, maybe here and there, but don't worry, I am still working on my top concealers video, and this is going to be in there. This is cruelty-free and vegan, and it's creamy and hydrating and blends out so easily. It's got this serum-y, creamy consistency to it, and it looks extremely natural. Whether you're layering it over Corrector or itself, you can build it up. I just realized I was holding a new tube so I could easily show you on the back of my hand. So where was I? Even if you're building it up, it just looks so natural. So I'm hoping you can just see how creamy that is. It never clings to my dry areas. It feels weightless. And I know they describe this as having medium buildable coverage, but I can build this up to a solid medium full coverage and it still looks natural. It's designed for sensitive skin, and it has fantastic ingredients in it to hydrate and keep your skin looking smooth and supple, and to soothe and calm and support collagen production and prevent dryness. I love this concealer, clearly. It's just my no-fail go-to concealer that I keep reaching for day in and day out, whether I'm doing natural or full glam looks. It works perfectly every time. Oh, I'm in shade DTLA, if I didn't mention that already. I went for years not using toner, thinking they were useless, to not wanting to be without Indy Coenzyme Q10 toner. This has been a staple for me since I discovered it. It's an alcohol-free, cruelty-free, vegan, hydrating toning mist that balances and refreshes, soothes, softens, and primes my skin. Coenzyme Q10, if you're not familiar, is an antioxidant powerhouse that helps protect from environmental stressors, and it has chamomile and cucumber to refresh, aloe, papaya, and sage to smooth and clarify, and hyaluronic acid to hydrate in a big way, but without feeling heavy or greasy. I love this, and I love that it's in spray because I can spray it directly on my face, or I can spray it onto a cotton round and swipe it over my face. I use this in the morning after I cleanse. I won't even be without this when I travel. I decant it and carry it with me because I just love it. It's refreshing, and I just feel like it keeps me nice and balanced. And I think I am about to start my fourth. I know I'm really repetitive with my Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo, but this is a staple product for me that I won't be without, not just for using it as dry shampoo on second day hair, but I use this proactively. Sometimes if I wash my hair at night, I'll spray it at my root to help absorb oil so that I wake up with fresher hair next morning so it lasts longer. I also spray this in my hair before I'm heat styling my hair curly or wavy if I'm using a curling wand or a waving clamp, because this helps those styles hold. It helps give my hair some grit. You know how hairstylists prefer your hair to be a little bit dirty if they're doing styles like that or updos. This is what I use for that. It's cruelty-free, it's vegan, and it leaves no visible residue. It leaves my hair shiny. I think that's why some people think this doesn't work really well, because it doesn't leave any kind of a white cast. As long as you shake it first. You do need to shake it first and then spray it in your hair. I let it sit for about 20 to 30 seconds and then either zhuzh it through my hair or brush it through. It actually cleans my hair of dirt, sweat, grime, odor, all the things, while adding softness and shine. And if I am using it as an actual dry shampoo, I can go much longer with this than with other dry shampoos. I have bought the regular size and the jumbo size. This is the jumbo size, and I travel with the mini size. I use this as my key dry shampoo most of the time and always repurchase it. I actually had 2 cans that I was going to bring up here, and I thought that's overkill, and I have already repurchased the next can for my bathroom. It's sitting on my bathroom counter right now. I initially thought this City Beauty lid lifting treatment was going to be kind of a gimmicky product. I thought it was just going to leave a film that would pill up once I applied my makeup over it, kind of like, I don't know, those face tightening products do. But after I tried it, I really, really liked it. I've talked about it on my channel before. So I have another tube on its way to me because this really does work to smooth the texture and imperfections on my lids. And I also have a crease or a fold that goes below the outer corner of my eye, and when I apply this, it helps lift that area so it's not as much of an issue for me. So if you have sagging eyelids or excess creases, fine lines, wrinkles on your eyes, or some texture, this is designed for that. It's cruelty-free and can help lift and firm and soften the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. There are ingredients in here to support firmness and elasticity and to help give a more taut, lifted look. And there are some light diffusing properties in here to help give your eyelids a softer appearance too. So I've talked about how I use this sometimes as my eyeshadow primer. I just apply a little bit between my 2 fingers and tap them to my entire eyelid area from my lash line to my brow bone. And I'll take it to the outer corner a little bit too. And you let it sit for a full minute, and it doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel tight or dry or anything like that. And many times I will set it with translucent powder and apply eyeshadow, and it functions beautifully as a primer. Now, when it's really hot and humid like it is right now, sometimes I will need to use an actual eyeshadow primer over it, which has been absolutely fine. So sometimes I use it like a treatment, sometimes like a primer. Either way, I really like this product. I see a difference with it, and it's staying in my life for a reason, which is kind of a surprise. I didn't think it was going to work, but I love it. I don't regularly use makeup wipes. I think they're not really good to use on a regular basis for your skin or for your eyes, but there are rare instances where sometimes you just need to have makeup wipes on hand. I use them to remove swatches. Sometimes I'll use them for a quick makeup brush cleanup, and every now and then they do come in handy for a quick makeup removal. Or if there's some kind of a mishap when I'm applying my makeup, it is handy to be able to do that with a makeup wipe. So I have repurchased purchased these Honest Beauty makeup remover wipes several times now. I usually get them in packs of 3 from Amazon. Every now and then, if I'm going through Target, I'll grab a pack, but sometimes they're out of stock. I guess other people really like these too. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and very gentle and non-drying, and they don't leave an oily film or residue. And I actually just found out they're recognized by the National Eczema Association with their seal of acceptance. So not only are they gentle enough for my sensitive skin with rosacea, but they're gentle enough for the National Eczema Association. But I love these wipes because they are gentle and because they don't leave any kind of a film or residue. If I do happen to have a mishap that stems from me testing products or something doesn't go right and I need to leave the house and I need to start something over, I love having a wipe that I can do that with, and I don't need to worry about rinsing off a film that's going to interfere with any makeup I apply over it. These are the first makeup wipes I've actually ever really liked and felt were gentle enough yet actually worked decently. So I keep repurchasing them. I think they're really nice. Stack Mascara is not only a product I wish I had tried way sooner than I did because everybody was raving about it, but it is in my Ulta cart to repurchase very soon because this is a beautiful volumizing, lengthening mascara that I can build up to looking almost fake, but not overly fake. It's not, clumpy looking, and it doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't aggravate my sensitive eyes. The hype was real with this one. This is definitely a mascara I should have tried back when everybody was raving about it, and I am repurchasing it. I'm keeping this one very brief because I either just shared this in the products I should have tried sooner video that just went out or is going out soon. If it's out, I'll have it linked here at the end of the video. And if it's not out, it will probably be my next video, and there are some great products there. And I just released my top 12 primers for mature skin, all the way from oily to dry. I have some great picks in there for you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.